Alright, I have wanted to know for a while now how deep our well is, and I've tried to look up on public records, haven't really found much. I kind of have an idea of how deep I think it is. I know that there are gadgets that you can buy that help you measure how deep your well is, but today we're going to use an old-fashioned tool, some twine. Alright, so I've tied some string around this washer. My plan is to lower this until we hear it hit water, and then I will mark the top of the string up here with this permanent marker. Yes, yes. And then we're going to keep dropping it until it maybe hits bottom, and then I'll mark it again. We'll pull it up and we'll measure and see how far or how deep it is. I don't know if this is going to work, but I hope it does. So let's begin our test. Okay, I will say this before I even begin. When I shine my flashlight down there, I definitely see something like shiny. Like it's not that far down. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Come here. Lay down. Okay, come here. You lay down. Okay. All right. Go boy. Go boys. No. Okay, it sounds to me like I have hit water. And I might be imagining things, so I think I'm gonna get the camera close, see if we can get a little splashing going on, pull it all out and see if it's wet, and see if I'm just hearing things. Maybe it's the washer just hitting up against the side of the pipe. But I think I've hit water. Can you see? There's water on there. I hope it's not just like condensation. I mean, the rope's wet too. I measure it at around 32 feet, give or take, you know, whatever. I'm gonna try and drop in more and see what happens. See if we can figure out how deep it is. I don't know about aquifers and how wells and all that works. I know we're pretty close to the Missouri River, and so I don't know if that makes the water table higher here. And I know really shallow wells aren't necessarily a good thing, but I'm going to keep working on this and just see if I get consistent results, see if I drop it in further, what happens. Okay, I was dropping it in, and it got to the point where it didn't feel like it would go down any further. I didn't mark it. I don't think my weight's heavy enough. I might tie another washer on here and see if I can get it to go further. I was afraid at the beginning, after the first measurement, that maybe that was just like condensation from the pipe. But I feel like this, like I tried to drop it right in the middle as best I could. This is pretty soaked, this my twine here. It's pretty darn wet. I'll show you the washer here and the rope. I mean, I suppose this still could be just condensation, but like, let's see if you can do this so you can see it. But like, I can squeeze some, like it's pretty wet. So, let's tie another washer on there, see what happens. See if we can get it to keep going down. I just don't think it was heavy enough. Okay, so we hit water for sure at 30 feet, and then my Faja's here helping me. Now we're trying to figure out exactly how deep the well is. We think we kind of know. We're not 100% on it. As you can see, we've got some strings we've run here, and each one is about 30 feet, right, Dad?
Yep, you got 6.
So we've got 6 of them, so 180?
Yep.
180 feet-ish. I don't know anything about wells. I don't know if that sounds like a correct number.
That means the water in the well has to be 150 feet deep.
Yeah, 150 feet of water.
And we've had a pretty wet summer compared to most summers. It's been a little wetter than what would normally be around here, so that water table might be up a little compared to
normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, before we ever would get a pump or anything, I know they make some like electronic devices and stuff that can help you figure this out. We would probably try and rent one of those just so we knew for sure. We've tried to contact some of the well companies around town that we know might have worked on this well in particular. We've not had much success. So anyway, that's just kind of a side project here. Our end tally is 30 feet to water. We think about 180 feet deep altogether. We're trying to see how deep our well is. How deep do you think it is?
A lot deeper.
A lot deeper?
Yeah.
You might be right. The real reason Dad is here though is to help take care of our limb that almost fell on our garden. We're gonna chop that up real quick today. It shouldn't take that long, it's not that big. And this...
Now want to cut down the tree down?
Yeah, baby. That's the branch we're gonna try and take down off the garden. This tree is dead, so we need to be careful cutting. We don't want anything falling on anybody's noggin. Would not be good. So we were hoping to just pull it over, but it's still attached a little too well. So we're using the four-wheeler to keep some tension pulling away from everything that's important. And we're gonna try and cut off a little bit at the bottom and work our way up. I think that's the plan. All right, so it fell down without hurting anybody. So that's the good part. Now we just gotta clean it up a little bit. It's not all that big, but it'll be nice to have it away from the garden. And we know it's not gonna fall and hurt anybody. We were gonna try and get a camera shot up, but it almost came down by itself. Dad barely touched it, and it fell right over.
Pull back a little more. I'm afraid to stack it here. It's gonna fall. Is that all, or you want to try to get some more of it?
No, that's about all that's left of it. It was a pretty quick and painless job. I think we might try and take down some of these branches that are hanging over the yard a little bit, just so they don't fall on anybody, but that was pretty much it. Wasn't much to do.
Cool.
Maybe it's the whole video. Yeah.
Alright, are you gonna pray, Mikey?
I guess.
Okay, go for it.
Dear Jesus, thank you for this food and help Irina make those sounds you sound like when.
In Jesus' name,
Amen.
amen.